Hi everyone, the Violet Flame Oracle here, and today we are going to be, I'm going to be introducing to you, ladies and gentlemen, a monthly reading on soul connections, divine partnerships. And before I go into that, I've received some channeled guidance for those of you that will be guided to see this. I've set the intention for this to be the current energies within your divine partnership, your soul connection, your divine connection for the month of March 2019. However, when you come across this video, it will be the right time for you. Only take what resonates, leave the rest, as I am reading for a collective here. Then there may be parts that are for you and parts that are not. Go within and trust your instinct and your judgment on that. And before I get started, like I said, I wanted to share some channeled guidance that I received a few months ago, in the last year in 2018, at the end of 2018. I received some guidance from Archangel Metatron, as well as my higher consciousness, through my higher consciousness, on what's the word here, on discontinuing labels. And by that, it started off in terms of the vocabulary that we were using within the quote-unquote twin flame collective when it comes to the divine feminine, divine masculine, harmony, separation, chaser, runner, so on and so forth. As divine souls in human vessels, here for the human experience, the ego mind wants us to label things because once we can label things, it makes it easier for us to understand a complex situation. A divine counterpart, divine connection, a soul connection, a divine partnership, and I want to reiterate and emphasize divine partnership. Partnership is among two people. Is that it is very complex on its own, and while there may be similarities among the collective, each person's soul path determines the growth and expansion and the harmony within their connection with their divine partner within this lifetime. With that being said, I try my best to bring forth the guidance that is necessary at this time so that this collective that I'm channeling, as I channeled in the past and will be channeling today, finds harmony in the physical in this lifetime with ease and grace and unconditional love and peace. And with that being said, I've been guided to further strip the labels that I had previously edited and received guidance to edit myself further. I will still be referring to the masculine energy as the beloved masculine, the feminine energy as the beloved feminine. However, I will no longer be using the term twin flame. And the reason being because there are soulmates, there are twin flames, there are karmic partnerships, there are different kinds and levels and complexities of divine counterparts and divine connections and soul connections. And I really want to be able to bring forth as much help as possible for the collective at this time. And I don't want to alienate people who identify as soulmates or identify as divine counterparts and just solely channel for the twin flame collective. So that's number one. Number two, I'm completely dropping the label because I find that there is this added ambiguity and pressure that is placed on these divine connections by labeling them as a twin flame connection or as a soulmate connection. And I find that there is a lot of grief and pain At this time within the collective, as we get closer to the spring equinox, as we are in the midst of Mercury retrograde, so there's a lot of reconciliation and reharmonizing going on within divine connections. And those of us who are not in harmony in the physical with our beloved may be feeling left out and maybe feeling as if they want to walk away, or some of you may have already walked away. Physically, emotionally, energetically, we are always in harmony with our beloved, but it's because from this guidance I've received and this soul searching that I've done, which is why I've been away for this time. I've been working on myself and receiving a lot of insight and utilizing it for my own path, and then seeing how it will help others. So this is information that has come for me on my soul path, and that I know is for the collective, and it's important for you to hear this. So please be patient with me before we cut. Don't try to fast forward into the actual reading, because this is important. You need to hear this. If you were guided to this message, you were guided to receive this guidance as well. In labeling ourselves, we are accepting the definition that comes with that label. We are accepting and allowing into our life the pros and the cons, the positive and the negative, the light and the shadow that comes with that. And to be honest, there is already enough light and shadow in our journey, on our soul path, towards our personal ascension, and then towards the growth of our connection once we are in harmony in the physical. So I myself, when I received this guidance, I have applied it to my life. And I can tell you that by far, for the past, it's going to be 10, 13 years, maybe even 14 years that I've been aware of my soul path and my divine partnership, that since I've adopted and accepted to allow things to unfold with ease and grace, including my own ascension, and to love myself and my connection and my beloved unconditionally, no matter where we've been on our parallel soul paths. This has been by far the happiest I've been in this journey, on this path, even amidst a physical disharmony. Even though we are not together in the physical, in a romantic relationship. And that is because in dropping the labels and the vocabulary, I've allowed things to just be what they are and accept them as what they are, and not pass judgment. Sorry, Alexa apparently thought she wanted to partake in this. So if this resonates with you, if you've been feeling a disconnect from your beloved, if you feel like you need to disconnect from your beloved, as you do this and you take this time to heal from within, I suggest that we let go of these labels and we let go of what society and the mainstream and what blogs are saying and what even other readers are saying or other mediums are saying when it comes to using these labels and this vocabulary. At the end of the day, only you and your divine partner know what truly lies within your connection. And the truth is that all that matters is that unconditional love that you have for one another, and the achievement of the soul goals, if you will, that you came into this lifetime to bring into fruition, to manifest separately, individually, and then together. I'm being guided to tell you that if in this lifetime you have met your beloved, you have met your divine counterpart, if you've met them, then it's meant for you to come into harmony in the physical in this lifetime. Okay? It is meant for you to come into harmony in the physical. It is meant for you to achieve your goals together, to expand and grow and heal karmic wounds, to serve the collective, or rather be of service, to serve yourself, your higher self, and be of service to the collective, and bringing in this unconditional love and this heaven on earth. Okay, so with that being said, I apologize in advance if I fall back into old vocabulary. This is my first reading that I've done. I will be channeling for the Divine Soul Connection Collective, and therefore I am still coming to terms in using and being familiar and using the vocabulary that I've been instructed. I've been guided to use as a spiritual teacher, as a way shower, as a light worker and a keeper of this sacred space for healing. With that being said, I will be back on Etsy for readings. At the time being, yes, the labels are still on there, so you'll find a reading that says, twin flame, current energy. That will remain for the time being. I will not change that because I understand that this is something that's going to gradually expand. The understanding to drop these labels will gradually expand. So for those of us that are just starting on our soul path and just learning about divine connections, they need the security. These labels are their security blanket. So I get that. And I'm not here to judge. I'm here to show light and give light and show the way to helping you and assisting you on your soul path and reaching awareness and connecting with your consciousness and finding that unconditional love for yourself, for your beloved, and for others, so that you can be of service in this lifetime on this new earth. In the background, I do have some heart chakra meditation frequencies and music that will be playing throughout this. So I apologize if I'm speaking a little louder than usual. I typically have my headphones in, but I was guided to play this music in the background and this frequency of music and sound to help and assist you all in the healing of your heart chakra and the clearing and the opening and the balancing of your heart chakras, especially during this time of physical disharmony or conflict, whatever may be going on in your connections. If you are doing perfectly, then wonderful. This will only uplift your connection further, continuing to heal and balance those old wounds within our heart space. Now, today I will be using two decks. The Star Child Tarot by Danielle Noel for the beloved masculine. I will use her Moonchild Tarot for the beloved feminine. And then I have a couple of decks that I will be using for clarifiers if I'm guided to use them. And at the end, if you stick with me, I will try my best to keep this as short while giving you all the information that comes through. There will be a specific healing message from your guardian angel using the Whispers of Healing by Angela Hartfield deck. Okay, so we're going to go into it. Thank you for sticking with me for that explanation and for that channeled guidance. If there's anything else that comes up, because I'm receiving a lot of information, I will I will share it with you if I feel that it's something you need to hear right now. So I do hope to be able to upload these Divine Partnership monthly readings to my YouTube once a month. I will be doing it on or after the new moon. So it won't be on the first of the month unless the new moon falls on that day. However, the new moon is usually towards the end of the first week, going into the second week of the month. That's how the lunar phase works. And the reason being because the new moon is all about manifestation and clearing and new beginnings. And therefore, I want those energies to be present already within the reading for the collective, so that we're not still dealing with the ending of the last lunar phase, the ending of the last month, but rather we're dealing fresh, clear, brand new for the new month, what holds for us, what are the energies. And I will be channeling the current energies of the beloved masculine's heart space and mind space, as well as possible actions towards his beloved in the physical at this time. And I will do the same for the beloved feminine towards her beloved masculine and her connection with him in her heart space, mind space, and the physical. I've pre-shuffled the cards already. I will shuffle them a couple more times just because I want to draw your energy into this reading, you the viewer, you that's been guided, to see where you are on your divine soul path within this divine partnership for this collective. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I feel there's another message here, but I will get to that message after I've shuffled. I'm going to clear my mind a little bit while I shuffle here. Okay, so again, when it comes to the beloved masculine's current energies towards his beloved feminine and their connection, how he feels about her and their connection in his heart space, how he views her and their connection in his mind space, and possible actions in his physical space towards his beloved and their connection, the current energies for this divine partnership collective. Okay. I see here that a lot of illumination is occurring right now when it comes to deciding to harness and embody your spiritual path into the physical plane. There is this awareness and this illumination. I feel that even those counterparts that for the beloved masculine, if your beloved feminine may have seemed as if she was unawakened, there is this illumination and this awareness of your connection. So regardless of whether you are in communication or not in communication, I am seeing that there is an aha moment that your beloved feminine has had. There's been a clearing and a healing of her heart space. There's forgiveness here. She has forgiveness for you. She has unconditional love for you. And she has an understanding. She has an understanding and a new perspective on what she is to achieve in this lifetime within your connection. And she has internalized those lessons. I also feel that you have done that as well. I feel that that is an exact mirroring. You have both come to an awareness and have had an illumination on the purpose of this connection, why you were brought together, why you're on this path. And there is a decision here that some have made and that others will be making when it comes to finding harmony in the physical. Okay? So I see that this is a decision that the beloved masculine, that you, beloved masculine, did not come to very easily. This was a logical decision. So you have definitely thought it through when it comes to having this clean slate with your beloved feminine in the physical and choosing this divine partnership over any other, period, any other partnership. Take that as that resonates. Okay? You've done the inner work, the guidance. I see a lot of beloved masculines here who have been meditating and connecting with their beloved feminine telepathically, astral traveling, in dream state. And I see that there's a completion here. So for most of you, most of the beloved masculines, and I'm talking to the beloved masculines here, there's the awareness of what this connection is in the physical for you. You are understanding that this is more than just a romantic love, if that resonates with you. You are understanding that this is also about an unconditional love. And you have released yourself from things that have been holding yourself back. You have released yourself from those things that have been holding you from moving towards this connection. Now, this might be emotionally, this may be energetically, but I do feel that it's going to be physical. So, in due time, in the month of March, and I feel as if it'll be after the spring equinox, which is before the full moon. However, Mercury's in retrograde towards the end of the month. Here it is again. Look at that. The moon. As I said it. So I feel that after Mercury goes back straight on its path and is no longer in its shadow, out of retrograde, out of its shadow, that you will find that it will be the optimal time to uplift and upgrade your connection in the physical with your beloved. And I am getting here that you are in complete awareness, beloved masculine. You are in complete awareness that it is the right time, that divine timing is here for you to choose this path. Regardless of what may have happened in the past, you yourself, you've been processing how to come forward to your beloved, how to take the next step within your connection, whether that means a renewal and a rebirth of your connection. Take that as that resonates, okay? There has been a transformation. Some of you have just reached the pinnacle of a dark night of the soul. You are acknowledging that there was a very necessary change within this connection and that you are now open and available to move things forward and to fight for your connection, to see it through. Forget the in and out, the back and forth of yesterday. You are ready. You are ready to see it through, and the divine is here to spark this creation, this expansion of your connection. Creation if you are in disharmony, expansion if you are in harmony in the physical. Okay? This is also creation and expansion of your soul path and your mission here on earth to service others, to bring unconditional love to one another. And if there's been stagnancy in communication and movement, the source is here, the divine is here, Holy Spirit is here to push things forward. So trust how things are unfolding. Trust the path that you're on. Trust that this is a clean slate. Move into it with positive energy and forgiveness and acceptance and allowance and unconditional love for your beloved and yourself in this journey, and allow things to unfold naturally and with ease and grace. And you will find much peace in that harmony. Whatever harmony is to you and your beloved in the physical. Because we do know that not all divine counterparts are romantic. Some are just specifically here for creation and expansion of consciousness on earth. So going forward, we are ready. I'm going to cut the deck and take the top 3 cards for the heart space, top 3 cards, the next 3 cards for the mind space, and the next 3 cards for the possible actions of the beloved masculine towards the beloved feminine in the physical space, in his physical space at this time. And then I will do the same for the feminine. So I'm going to shuffle 2 more times. Again, I'm sorry if, this reading is going to go in a little longer than usual, but I've been guided to conduct the reading this way, give you a couple of extra messages. So please, again, only take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay. Thank you. So I am going to show you the cards and then lay them out. Bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of crystals, which is balance of the spiritual path with the earthly path, balance of the higher self, the higher soul, and the 3D matrix. So bringing in what you truly want, what you've been intuitively guided, what your soul path truly is, and incorporating it into the physical. This is also about juggling too many things at one time. So it's needing to decide, a decision on the earthly plane. The 2 of crystals is the 2 of pentacles. So this is an earth energy. Okay. And the first card out for the beloved masculine in his heart space, towards how he feels towards his beloved and their connection, we have the 7 of cups. Okay. The 7 of cups is about processing emotions that he may find overwhelming at this time. So there is an overwhelming feeling here that he has towards his feminine. It does not necessarily need to be negative. It does not necessarily need to be confusion. This could be literally being swept off your feet. We will see when the other cards come out. And if I need to further clarify what the 7 of cups is, then we'll do that. Okay, so the second card for the heart space is the 5 of wands. So we have an inner struggle. This could also be struggle within a home environment. So people being in this beloved masculine's ear when it comes to how he should feel towards his beloved feminine and his connection. Or this could be just his feelings. He's struggling at this time with his feelings, okay? And his desires. The third card, we have the Ace of Wands. So here is that spark for creation and growth. Okay, this is also divine timing. So where there was stagnancy, there is now energy to put into this connection. And this is the heart space. So I'm seeing this as this great passion and desire to come and connect with his beloved feminine in the physical. And this is something he's feeling in his heart. So this is real. Mind space, how he's viewing and thinking of his beloved and his connection. We have the 4 of Swords. This is healing. This is introspection, meditation, connecting with self. And I'll go further into what each of these cards mean to me, because this is why I use this deck. So just to move the process along. Then we have the Queen of Wands. So he sees his beloved feminine as this fire energy. Very receptive, very intuitive. dare I say it, witchy vibes. Like he knows that, beloved masculine knows that this Queen of Wands can read and feel energy, and therefore nothing gets by her. That's what I'm getting. Also, that's a very sensual and passionate, independent energy. Lastly, in the mind space, we have the Three of Swords. Okay, so there is a heartbreak here. You see this woman holding this crystal over her heart space. So this is a healing here. I'm getting the vibes of a healing of a heart space, which makes total sense as to why my guide said to go ahead and play heart chakra healing music in the background. Okay, and in the physical space, when it comes to possible actions towards his beloved and their connection at this time, we have the Emperor. Emperor, this is the beloved masculine identifying himself as the Emperor in the physical. So the King of Kings, there's much growth there, enlightenment. And also the Emperor is about strategizing, maneuvering, planning, and achieving those goals. Okay, success. Now, 2 more cards for possible actions. We have the Lovers, divine counterparts. And lastly, when it comes to possible actions in the physical, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, so the Knight of Cups is this emotionally mature masculine who is open and available for an emotional and romantic and loving connection. Take that as that resonates. And who is also aware of his feelings. And since this is in the physical space, this is also about an upgrade or a renewal of a loving and romantic connection within the physical space, because this is his physical space. Again, bottom of the deck, 2 of crystals. So this is also about a back and forth energy. Okay, so this could be, now that I'm looking at the other cards, this could be for those of you that have had a back and forth energy going into the month of March. Okay, whether that means back and forth communication, you communicate, then you don't communicate, you're together, you're not together, you're moving forward, you're not moving forward, you're not moving at all. I'm seeing that that's what it's coming down to. Okay, now I'm going to pull the beloved feminine's cards, and then we're going to go into the reading, specifically because I want to address any mirroring. Let me make sure you heard that, mirroring that may be going on at this time, because that also fortifies this connection. When there's a lot of mirroring going on, then we know that this beloved masculine and this beloved feminine are connecting in the higher planes, and everything that happens in the higher realms comes down into the physical. So it's only a matter of time when we are in harmony in the 5D that it comes down into the physical. Okay, everything happens in the higher realms first. Now, I've already pre-shuffled these cards. I'm going to do it just a few more times. Let's see here. So this is the beloved feminine's current energies towards her beloved masculine and their connection, and her connection with him in her heart space, her mind space, and possible actions towards her beloved and their connection in the physical space at this time, her physical space. Okay. Now, because I already channeled some extra messages for the beloved masculine, I'm going to do the same for the beloved feminine. So please be patient. I feel it's only fair. Okay. Right off the bat, the beloved masculine is coming up as the King of Pentacles for this beloved feminine. Okay. So she sees him as her 3D physical, if you will, manifestation of a divine partner, and then she's identifying as the Empress. Okay, so we have these two that just came up. Okay, I hope you can see that. I can't see from here, But anyway, so she definitely wants this abundant, grounded connection, long term, okay? And it's something that has been bringing her unnecessary worry. So again, it is important to heal our heart chakras at this time, because there's this need to defend ourselves. And I think it has a lot to do with, being stuck in the past. And the thing is that when we vibe so low, there's no way to bring a high vibing divine connection into fruition. There's this need to move away from that. Granted, you should keep your boundaries in place, because boundaries are unconditional self-love. However, I'm being guided to say that not only is the beloved masculine coming to a painful end, a transformation, but the beloved feminine is as well. So as long as you approach this divine partnership from a heart-centered place, and from your heart and not your ego, and check yourself as you go, because the ego never truly dies, and its ascension isn't ever it's a continual process. Healing is a continual process as well. Okay, so don't forgo all the hard work you've done this far just because triggers happen within your connection or regarding your connection. Allow things to evolve at this time. Okay, for those of you that have gained perspective and are allowing your beloved masculine to come to you when he is ready, there are those of you who haven't reached that level, and I'm seeing that it's necessary to find that balance. Okay, understand that there's been a karmic cycle that has come to an end here, and take that how that resonates. Okay, both for the beloved feminine and the beloved masculine. That could mean anything at all. That could be, this ending of karmic partners, an ending of this need to be leashed to the material world and to the ego, a transformation. A clean slate is coming in the month of March. And with the Mercury retrograde here into the end of March, this could move into April, May, I'm hearing even June, okay? And it's something that you've been manifesting with the moon. So those of you who have been setting your clear intentions with the new moon, keep doing it, okay? When it comes to finding harmony in the physical with your beloved, when it comes to elevating the harmony, there is a completion here that you've been manifesting. I also feel that the beloved masculines, some may actually know how to work with the energy of the moon, okay? But those who don't, they don't realize how they're being pulled and swayed by the moon's energies when it comes to the new moon creation and the full moon letting go of density, right? And I feel that unknowingly, and I don't mean to laugh, I'm sorry, it's an aha moment for me. Unknowingly, for some, they don't realize that when the new moon rolls around, that sense of clarity that they're receiving when it comes to their beloved feminine, and the clarity regarding their connection, and the intentions they are setting by holding space for their beloved and their connection, and by having this passion and desire to connect with their beloved in the physical, is manifesting because of the timing. They're doing it right around the new moon at the beginning of the month, and I don't even think they realize it. And the ones who do realize it know exactly what they're doing. They are manifesting this connection into fruition. They're wanting this rebirth, this renewal, this fated connection to come forth. And I know that the beloved feminine is feeling this energy. I know that she may even be communicating this to her beloved masculine. If it's that you are in communication, you are communicating your feelings, you're communicating your desires for this connection, regardless of whether or not your beloved masculine is reciprocating or communicating it themselves. I find that in due time, there will be reciprocity coming in after Mercury. For some of you, beginning in this month of March, after the rest of you for after Mercury retrograde is over. There's this reciprocity, this equal give and take, this equal pull and push when it comes to communication and energy and commitment within this divine connection. Okay? And it is being divinely guided. Let me see if I can hold this here. I hope you can see this. It is being divinely guided by your higher selves. Your beloved's higher self and your higher self are in cahoots right now. Okay? They're trying to get you guys to uplift your connection in the physical. And that has a lot to do with being able to serve your purpose. Okay? There's forgiveness here. Again, the beloved feminine has this great forgiveness for her beloved masculine. And I feel that there's this awareness and understanding from both sides, as if both are watching each other. They're observing one another. Take that as that resonates. And if you are in communication, then the beloved feminine is speaking her truth. Okay? She is not being deceptive. She is speaking her truth with integrity, and she is expecting the same from her counterpart. She is expecting the same. She wants that balance. Okay? She wants that equal give and take within this connection. So now let's see where we are when it comes to the current energies here in her heart space and mind space, and possible actions towards her beloved in her physical space. I'm going to shuffle two more times, and then I will take the cards. How she's feeling in her heart space for her beloved and her connection with him. How she's viewing and thinking of her beloved in her mind space and her connection with him there. And possible actions towards her beloved in her physical space at this time. Okay? Let's see. Thank you. So heart space, how she feels towards her beloved and her connection at this time. We have the Four of Cups. Okay. If you notice in this deck, the Four of Cups, she is processing those emotions. None of the cards are spilled over. They're all upright. She is connecting with her higher self to process and find stability. I'm getting find stability of these emotions that she's having in her heart space towards her masculine. Next card out for the heart space, we have the Knight of Cups. Interesting is that in the Knight of Cups here, it's a female on that horse. Okay? So the offer may be the beloved feminine coming towards the masculine to communicate her feelings and her desires when it comes to this connection. Okay? Take that if it resonates. Leave it if it doesn't. Last card out for the heart space, we have the Tower. So this here is the realization. Okay? This is also Kundalini energy rising. And considering that the last card out for the beloved masculine in his heart space is the Ace of Wands, that to me is a very explosive sacral chakra expansion. That is major passion. And the Tower is the culmination. It's that actual explosion of passion. Okay? And it is also about illumination. It is also about sudden endings, the collapsing of faulty foundations. So we will go further into this to see exactly what that is about. I won't leave you hanging. Mind space, how she's viewing and thinking of her masculine and her connection with him. We have the Ace of Wands. This is already a duplicate card. We already know that the Ace of Wands is in the beloved masculine's heart space. It was the last card out in his heart space. It's the first card out in her mind space. So there's definitely a spark of energy to come together, okay? Even if things were stagnant, regardless of whether you are together or not in the physical, there's this spark, this energy coming through. And here it is again, Eight of Wands, movement forward. This is also about communication, okay? Lots of communication, lots of passionate communication, lots of romantic communication, lots of communication, period, okay? And that's in her mind space. So either she's thinking about this communication or she's wanting to come forward. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles as the last card out in her mind space when it comes to how she views and thinks of her masculine and their connection. So here's this offer from the divine for an abundant beginning. Okay? This could mean so many things. It could be an upgrade in your connection in the physical if you're together. This could be the purchase of a home. This could be a proposal for actual marriage in the physical, receiving that proposal in the physical. This could be well, it's a divine gift. So this is everything that she's been manifesting coming into creation. In her mind, she sees it coming. There's an energetic awareness that this new beginning with her masculine is on the horizon. Okay, it's shining like the sun on this card with the rainbow behind it. Now, possible actions towards her beloved in the physical and their connection. We have the Four of Swords. Okay, so that's introspection, that's healing. This is also about withdrawal. This is a dupe card. It was the first card that came out in the beloved masculine's mind space when it comes to how he views and thinks of his connection and his beloved. And now it's the first card in the possible actions towards the beloved feminine towards her masculine in her physical space. Possible actions, okay? The next card out, we have the Ace of Swords. Success, victory, aha moment, again, clarity, breakthroughs. And the last card out is the Five of Wands. Five of Wands. Okay, which is a dupe in his space. Okay, the beloved masculine. Five of Wands was the second card out in his heart space on how he feels towards his beloved and his connection with her. And this is now the last card in the beloved feminine's physical space when it comes to possible actions towards her beloved and their connection at this time. So I'm seeing that she is receiving and she is mirroring and she is getting these vibes. She is seeing this inner struggle coming from her masculine, and I feel that it's creating some disconnect in her own physical space. Maybe again what I channeled at the beginning, this need to disconnect from this connection physically and energetically, perhaps emotionally and perhaps energetically, I should say. But we're going to go deeper into that, and we're also going to receive some guidance in terms of that, because that is not actually the best thing to do. We have the Eight of Cups as the bottom of the deck. Okay, so the Eight of Cups is about I don't know if you can see the woman there. Let me see if I can get it. There's a woman there. Okay, and she is going uphill. So she's leaving behind all the lower vibing energies. Okay, she's leaving behind what no longer serves her highest good. And this is her underlying energy for her current energy towards her beloved masculine and her connection. So I feel almost as if the beloved feminine that I am channeling today for this divine counter partnership is definitely needing to uplift her energy, okay? And there's a lot of clarity and energy that's coming through on both sides. But in the physical, I feel like this beloved feminine, rather, she is ready to take it and make it work, or at this time just walk away and choose herself. which could be why he is seeing her in his mind space as this Queen of Wands. Okay? Now, let's go further into the reading and see how Spirit clarifies this for us. Okay? Now, let me see. I just want to shuffle these clarifiers here. This is the... Let me see what's the name of this deck. The Wheel of the Year Tarot by... It's a Los Garibo deck. Yeah. Los Garibio deck. And I like to use this deck because it has all the seasons in it. So it also helps with timing when we do the clarifications. So let me just shuffle this really quick here. I apologize for any background noise. I was home alone when I started this, but now the kids are home. Okay. I know I'm going to have to clarify some of these energies for you guys just because they may trigger. They could trigger. I know. I haven't asked for anything. Sorry, so I'm not taking those yet. Just doing a pre-shuffle here for clarification for the current energies of the beloved feminine and the beloved masculine towards one another and their connection at this time in their heart space, their mind space, and possible actions towards one another in their physical spaces. Okay. All right. So, why is the Seven of Cups here in the beloved masculine's heart space when it comes to how he feels towards his feminine and their connection? Why is the Seven of Cups here? Okay, we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so the Seven of Cups for the beloved masculine in his heart space is clarified by the Ace of Cups, which tells me that he is indeed processing an overwhelming amount of emotion and love towards his feminine. Okay, he's acknowledging that this is a divine partnership, a divine connection, a soul connection, that it is a soul connection unlike any other. Okay, that he feels for her things that he hasn't felt for anyone else, and therefore he's having to process these emotions because they're overwhelming. Okay, and I feel that since it's knocked him off his feet, these feelings have knocked him on his ass, that he's having this struggle. Okay, because he's used to being in control of his emotions and his feelings. In previous readings, the beloved masculine has been coming up as the King of Swords, which is someone who is in their mind, not in their feelings. They function from a logical place, not from a heart space. So I'm feeling as if that's why this beloved masculine that I'm channeling today is feeling overwhelmed by these feelings that he has and this awareness of this connection and the awareness and understanding and even acceptance at this point. I feel it's an acceptance. They've come to terms with it. They've come to terms that they can't explain why they feel the way they do about their beloved feminine, and that they have no control over their emotions for her because it just is what it is. And it is creating some struggle within, okay? And I feel that the struggle has to do with, how do I come forward? What now? Now that I've accepted this connection to be what it is and not label it for anything, but just accept it for being this soul, connection, this soul partnership, this divine partnership. What now? What do I do? And the divine is coming in to push those negative energies out. The divine is coming in to outweigh whatever shadow is coming up, whatever confusion or whatever need to control his feelings in the situation, just because he's feeling out of sorts, because he's feeling overwhelmed. Now, I have to say the next part, because if I don't, I'm not doing you guys any justice. So I have to share this guidance with you. Please only take it as it resonates. Wow. I can't say exactly what I'm hearing because it might be a little crude. So I'm going to try to... Okay. How do I put this? The Ace of Wands is a very passionate energy, right? I know you're saying, oh, I know where she's going with this. Whenever I see the Ace of Wands, to me, it's a very phallic image. Okay? So he is feeling this intense, this is his heart space. So this is what he's feeling. Okay? He can't control his feelings. We already know that because he's overwhelmed by them. This intense urge to connect with his beloved feminine in the physical, to connect with her, to have an energy exchange with her, it's there, okay? And I feel that the divine is doing this to surpass the ego. The divine is doing this not even to surpass the ego. Let me correct myself. The divine is doing this to get the ego on board. So the ego is going to be like, oh my God, I find her so attractive. I'm so connected. I need to go out there and find her. I need to communicate. We need to come back together. We need to work things out because I am so overwhelmed with this passion. Okay. And I'm feeling like I need to move towards her. And that's that divine timing, that push from the divine here to get him to come forward through his heart space with his heart. So he's been functioning from his mind, but his heart is being overpowered by this passion that he has to come together in the physical with his beloved. And that's for those of you that are in little to no communication, and those of you who have not been together in the physical. Maybe you haven't met yet. If that's the case, then your beloved is coming online, is what I'm hearing. Okay? So that is the divine working with this beloved masculine's ego to get him to come forward and to claim this Ace of Cups, this divine counter, this divine partnership. Okay? In his heart space, in his mind space, we have the Four of Swords. Okay? We have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Three of Swords. So he's very much seeing his beloved as this, again, this sexy being, like this attractive woman who's energetically pulling him in. Okay? He also is seeing that she's nurturing and she's caring and she's receptive and she's intelligent. Okay? Intuitive, even, for those of you that resonates. And then we have the Four of Swords. Now, the Four of Swords, to me, in this deck, you have the three over here, 3 swords, and then the 1 over here. And she is walking away from the 3. So this is the beloved masculine walking away from this 3 of Swords energy. Okay? It could be walking away from pain to heal, which is what the 4 of Swords is. Or it could be walking away from these karmic lessons and karmic patterns that have kept him stuck in the past. And with this 1 sword, this Ace of Swords, manifesting a new beginning, a new clean slate with clarity, with integrity. I'm going to clarify this 4 of Swords further. I'm also going to clarify the 3 of Swords. So why, excuse me. Okay. Sorry about that. The music just decided to switch up. And put it down a little. Okay. So, please show me. What does this 4 of Swords have to do with Why is the Four of Swords here for this beloved masculine in his mind space? Okay. Oh, I'm holding the cards upside down. Sorry. So we have the Sun, which is vitality. So this is definitely about healing and an awareness, okay? I feel that there's an awareness that he needs to move away from this past Three of Swords energy to heal, so he doesn't continue to allow this shadow to resurface. There's an awareness of that, and there's a healing now. There's a healing that this masculine has undergone, is undergoing, okay? And it is something that he is processing in his mind space. So it is something that he's actively doing, okay? Whether he is healing through meditation or healing by delving into work or healing by physically going to the gym and doing things like that, because I do see that this masculine is very fit, right? There's that vitality, that health factor here. So there's definitely an awareness that what worked in the past will not work going into the future, and that he needs to leave that in the past, including any previous heartache that he may have inflicted or received from whomever, okay? Whatever loss he's dealing with. And loss could be anything. Loss could be loss of a home, loss of a job, you know, take that as that resonates. Now, let me clarify the Three of Swords here. In his mind space, why is the Three of Swords here when it comes to how he views and thinks of his connection and his beloved? Okay, so the Emperor came out. All right. So I'm feeling with the Emperor here, okay? And he already identified himself as the Emperor in the physical space. So as the Emperor, as the clarifier, this is his loss. It is his heart that he is healing at this time, okay? It is his heart that he is healing with this Four of Swords energy at this time. And with the Queen of Wands here, I'm feeling as though this loss that he's healing has to do with his beloved feminine, okay? So this isn't about a loss of a home or a job. This, unless that home or job had to do with his beloved feminine, unless it was related to her. Okay, I'm seeing that.
Sorry, I did not find a wine pairing for his cologne feminine.
Nice. That was Alexa over there. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so there is this promise of healing that's occurring because the sun is shining on this healing. And the Emperor, he is saying that this is his heart that's broken, and it's his heart that he is currently dealing. It is his heart that he is making the next logical steps within his realm, within his space, to let go of. Because again, he's realizing that he cannot function from this place of loss or this karmic patterns of third parties or of being trapped in the material world, okay? He is realizing that to choose his feminine and to have his feminine in his life, he is going to have to heal. And that also, I'm gathering that he understands that they in coming together or in taking the next step within your connection, if you are together in the physical, you will be healing one another, okay? That upgrade or that renewal of a connection will be healing for both. Healing of that heart chakra. Now, in the physical space, when it comes to possible actions, we have the Emperor, the Lovers, and the King of Cups, okay? So right off the bat, we have the beloved masculine identifying himself. He is strategizing how to come forward and manifest this connection, this divine connection that he is aware that's what it is. It's a soul connection. No labels needed. It's this major heart, earth-shattering, soul-shaking connection that he is now open and available to emotionally in the physical. So I feel as possible actions, I see that this masculine that I'm channeling today, okay, is choosing this connection. He is choosing to come forward from a heart-centered place to uplift, renew, and upgrade this connection with his beloved feminine in the physical form, in the physical realm. He is manifested. He is now ready to create and take the next steps. He is strategizing how to come forward. So for those of you that are not in communication, there's communication coming. He may even show up at your door when you least expect it. That's what I'm hearing. He might show up at your job. You might get an email. I mean, this masculine is ready.
Really? Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Let me see what else do I want to clarify. Okay. So now moving on to the beloved feminine. Just a quick recap. What's in her mind space? We have the Four of Cups. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the Tower. Okay. Now, what I'm seeing here is that there is a shift of perspective for this beloved feminine. Okay. She is having a shift in perspective. She has gone within and connected with her higher self. Okay. She could also be communicating telepathically with her beloved, I feel. Okay. Meeting him in the higher realms to heal. And because the cups are upright, I don't get the traditional reading of this card. I get this as the four pillars, the stability of emotion, balance of emotion, further than balance, stability, a stability of emotion. She's stable in her emotions. She's accepted how she feels towards her beloved in her heart space, and she's okay with it, regardless of where you stand in harmony or disharmony in the physical. This beloved feminine has come to terms that she feels the way she feels, and it is what it is, and she's okay with it. She loves herself enough to understand that she doesn't need to be validated, that her feelings don't need to be validated, that they are strong and rooted when it comes to this connection with her beloved masculine. And she may very well be the one reaching out, either to communicate her feelings, to make an offer of love, to make an offer of a renewal, wanting to take things to the next level, if that applies to you. Okay, especially because there's that feminine energy there on the horse. That's the knight. The knight is this woman. Now, this could also be that she is ready for her masculine to come forward and offer his cup and communicate his feelings. And seeing as in the physical space, we have this King of Cups. This beloved feminine that I'm channeling today will be receiving some communication and movement forward. Okay? Either or both when it comes to this connection, this soul connection. And therefore, I feel that this Tower, okay, is a realization, is this aha moment that she is stable in her emotions within this connection, that she has reached stability, that she is no longer going to allow to be swayed, that she is surrendering control, and she's going to love unconditionally no matter what. Okay? And I feel that that's been this aha moment, this breakthrough, if you will. Okay? Now, just like her male counterpart with this Ace of Wands energy, these are the two cards that came out as the last cards for both of them in their heart space. Both are Kundalini, sacral chakra expanding energies, could be, right? But considering they both came out in the final place, I'm going to say they are. So this energy that her masculine has for her, this desire to connect with her in the physical, this desire to have an energy exchange for some, for most, honestly. She is feeling it. She is feeling this energy from him. Okay? And I feel that that's why she has come to terms, okay, and stabilize her emotions towards her masculine and their connection, because she feels that this energy exchange or this connection is going towards this major climax. That's the truth. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and clarify the tower further, just to receive additional messages. What else could you tell me here? Oh my God. Okay. See? That's our clarifier for the tower. King of Wands. There's the King of Wands holding his phallic shaped wand, sitting on his throne, smiling like, yeah, that's me. You're feeling my energy. You want to know what this tower is? This Kundalini rising, that's chakral expansion, that energy in your sacral chakra you've been feeling. That's me. I'm sending you this energy. Okay? My Ace of Wands. Okay? There's the wand. There's the wand. That's me. I'm sending you this energy. I want to get with you. I want us to experience this connection in the physical. I am making the plans confidently. I am making the plans. I am courageous. I am coming forward. It is only a matter of time before we have this earth-shattering exchange of energy. Okay? Take that as that resonates. Now, the Four of Cups, because it traditionally means something else in tarot, I'm going to go ahead and clarify it for some additional messages on why the Four of Cups is here in her heart space when it comes to how she feels towards her masculine and her connection. One card, please. Okay, and we have completion. Okay, completion. This is an end and a reaching of a goal and a beginning of something completely new. So I feel that in reaching this stability within her emotions towards her connection and period, she has reached completion. There is a soul lesson here that she has finally internalized once and for all, and that piggybacks on what I said, that I'm gonna love my beloved masculine unconditionally no matter what. I am stable in my feelings. I am stable in my emotions. I don't require validation. I love this person unconditionally no matter what, and I'm okay with it. I accept it. And it's because I've learned to love myself. It's because I connect with my higher self and the divine, and I've grounded myself, and I practice meditation, and I practice going within. Even if you don't necessarily meditate, and what you do is, think about your feelings on a car ride home from work, or while you're walking your dog, or you find yourself in the shower. Believe it or not, those are forms of quote unquote walking meditation, because in that moment you are connecting with your intuition, and your intuition is guided by your higher self, is your higher self, is your higher soul. You are connecting with your higher self. And you don't have to even, necessarily sit down and quote unquote meditate for that. That is a walking meditation. Okay? And I see that you have reached divine feminine, beloved feminine. You've reached this completion. You've reached this completion of unconditional love for yourself and your partner. Congratulations. That is amazing. Okay. Now in the mind space, when it comes to how she's viewing and thinking of her connection and her masculine, we have the Ace of Wands again. This little Ace of Wands. Okay, so seeing as he said, yeah, that energy you've been feeling, that's me, King of Wands. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is, again, in the mind space. She is picking up on this energy. This is also the divine coming in to move things along. So if she's been stuck in her mind whereas he's been stuck in his heart because the Ace of Wands came out in his heart space. So the divine is here to move his feelings along, to get him to come forward and connect with her in the physical. This is in her mind space. So she's been blocking this connection logically. She's been detaching herself, or she has detached herself physically or emotionally. The energetic connection is still here and it's alive. And the divine is coming in to spark, to light that match. Okay? Saying, hey, this connection isn't going anywhere energetically. It's always been yours. And it is coming into fruition. It's only a matter of time because divine timing is here. And there's going to be movement forward. Okay? If you are in communication. If you're not in communication, there's going to be tons of communication coming in. Okay? And once you are in communication, and for those who are together in the physical, there's going to be a lot of communication as well. So this is quick movement forward. This is passionate communication. This is passionate energy exchange. This is finding that harmony in the physical, moving towards that harmony in the physical together, and towards a new beginning. Okay? This could be moving in together, finally getting married for those of you who are in harmony in the physical. Or this is that fresh, abundant, expansive beginning for those of you who are not. This is the renewal of that. This is the culmination of what you've been manifesting. Okay? And it's going to come in unexpectedly because it's coming in as a gift from the divine. But seeing as it's in her mind space, she is aware. She's feeling this energy and she is logically aware that it's coming. She's been seeing the signs. Okay? She's been seeing the 222s, the 1111s, the 555s, the 888s. She's been hearing the songs, I want to say. You, Divine Feminine, have even been guided to see this message. This message, this reading is another sign for you that this abundant beginning in a home, in a connection with your beloved is coming. It's on the horizon. Again, look at that. Look at this pentacle. It's on the horizon with the rainbow coming out of it. There's happiness, there's joy. It's everything you wanted. And she's ready to receive it and he's ready to give it. Okay? So I'm not going to clarify that because that's very on point. Moving into the physical space when it comes to how she is, her possible actions towards her beloved masculine and her connection with him at this time. We have the Four of Swords, okay, which is a dupe in his space. It was the first card out in his mind space, first card out in her physical space. So this is what he is actively doing, planning, strategizing, taking care of, because it's in his mind space, which has to do with healing and vitality, okay, and this freshness, this rebirth here, okay, this birth of a new masculine. So in her her physical space, when it comes to action, I'm seeing that she is either seeing that her beloved masculine is healing. There may have been some communication about this healing process. Hers, his, one another. They've had a heart-to-heart is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling there's been, for those of you who've had conversations, who are in communication, even if it's just a little, I feel that there's been some sort of communication, some sort of conversation that has alluded to this healing. I also feel that in the physical space, because this is her physical space that we're talking about, and possible actions, there's the connection to the higher self. There's this connection to healing one another. There's our understanding. There's this awareness that this connection is very healing. That coming together in the physical at this time will be very healing for both parties, is what I'm getting. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting. I even feel that as disconnected as this beloved feminine may be at this time, physically or emotionally, energetically, and in her mind, she has not fully disconnected. If she stepped away at any point from this connection, it was to heal. Okay, so for those beloved masculines that are watching this, your beloved feminine in the physical has walked away or walked away previously, emotionally or physically. Okay, so you might still be together, but she's emotionally withdrawn to heal. Not that she doesn't want to be with you, not that she wants there to be distance, but rather she has found healing and she's working on herself. And I also feel that for other feminines, that there's an understanding that coming together in the physical at this time will be very healing for both parties. Okay, I also feel that this energy exchange that both parties want, okay, that it is going to be very healing, because we all know sacred sex is very healing. Okay, and there's this awareness that it's going to be very healing. The next card out is the Ace of Swords. There's the awareness. There's the awareness of this healing. There's the clarity that has come through from this time of having physically withdrawn from her beloved masculine or emotionally withdrawn from her beloved masculine. There's this clarity that has come in, this aha moment, this understanding, and this wanting in the physical as an action, because it's in her physical action space here. Okay, this current energy there is this wanting to be victorious in the physical, wanting to come together to heal, to be victorious at healing one another, healing together, moving forward, and having this successful connection that has integrity and decisiveness. And there's this beauty in that, because it's something that's been manifesting behind the scenes and it's coming into fruition in the physical. And the divine is bringing this forward, because both parties, divine timing is here, and both sides of this divine connection are wanting the same thing, are wanting this victory together. And so this Five of Wands energy, I feel, and if you see closely there, the feminine in the middle, her heart chakra is lit up, her solar plexus chakra is also lit up, and maybe even perhaps the higher heart. Okay, I feel that this is her feeling this masculine's inner struggle in his heart space. Okay, because this is a Duke card, this is in his heart space, this is in her physical space, as to possible actions towards her beloved and her masculine at this time, connection at this time. So I feel, I'm getting that she's feeling this overwhelming desire. Okay, this overwhelming desire that the masculine has for her, that she's seeing that he is still healing. Okay, that he is healing from a loss, that she's feeling that he is struggling with healing from a loss while having these overwhelming emotions and overwhelming love for her. And we know it's love because it was clarified by the Ace of Cups. So it's overwhelming, loving emotions, okay, that he's having for her. He's feeling it. So this could be a beloved feminine that not only is very receptive, but she's quite possibly intuitive. And when she's going within and connecting in the higher realms with him, okay, when she's withdrawing to energetically connect with him in the higher realms, regardless of whether you are in harmony in the physical or not, she is picking up on this struggle that he's dealing with. And this struggle, we already know, has to do with grounding his emotions. You know, he's feeling this strong desire to come towards her, and he's now, you know, figuring out how to create that, you know, the Emperor strategy, how to strategize to come forward when, you know, towards this connection, because he is now emotionally balanced and emotionally available to this connection. Okay, so this could also be the energy of a beloved feminine who has no idea. She herself could be dealing with an inner struggle where she is in herself not sure. Like, she feels that it's coming, Because in her mind space, we have the Ace of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. So there's either been communication, so she knows that it's coming. She, in her mind, knows that it's coming. In her mind, sees that it's coming. But in the physical, she's like, where is it? Okay? Well, beloved feminines, it's coming. It's coming. Okay? You just continue to stand in your grace and stabilize your emotions, and working on that completion of stabilizing your emotions. And when you receive these lower vibes, transmute them. Go within and heal and transmute these Five of Wands energies. You can connect with your beloved's higher self and assist them in healing, okay? And finding clarity, this clarity that you have, okay? Share that clarity with him so that it will be sooner rather than later that this Emperor will come towards this connection open-hearted, okay? For an upgrade or a renewal. Now, I'm going to go ahead and clarify for additional messages the Four of Swords and the Five of Wands in the physical space when it comes to possible actions of this beloved feminine towards her beloved masculine and their connection. Why is the Four of Swords here? What else can you tell me about this Four of Swords energy here? Please show me. Why is the Four of Swords here? Okay. Oh, great. Okay, so this is confirmation for me and you. Five of Wands. Five of Wands in the same space. So this healing has to do with this inner struggle. Okay? So this beloved feminine at this time wants these solutions, wants this victory, wants this manifestation of her desires to come forth and come into fruition in the physical. However, she is still healing from this inner struggle, okay? She is still healing from what may have happened in the past. You know, maybe she's dealing with her emotions and her thoughts that have to do with others having been involved. And this is not necessarily a karmic partner. This could be family, friends, which is why it's so important to connect with your beloved in the higher realms by going within, and to connect with source and connect with your higher self by going within, because so many don't understand the complexities of a divine connection, and many more unwillingly will project negative energy on you that you don't need. Okay, so she's still healing from this energy. I also feel that, again, confirmation that what I channeled is an additional message, that she is feeling her masculine in this Five of Wands energy that's in his heart space, and she is going within to transmute these feelings. She is working with her beloved's higher self and her higher self to transmute this inner struggle and to find clarity, to offer clarity to her masculine so that he is no longer overwhelmed by these emotions, but rather his loving emotions for her, but rather finds clarity and healing there. Okay? So if she is at this time going through her own healing over her own struggles from the past, over other people having been involved, she's coming to an end of this also, I feel. Okay? Because with the Eight of Cups as the bottom of the deck, she is leaving behind these Three of Swords energy. Okay? She is leaving behind, walking away from the pain and the loss and third parties, hers, his, both, karmic partners, hers, his, both, and taking this sword, this Ace of Swords, finding clarity and victory and stabilizing her emotions, perceiving that completion, walking away towards her 9th cup, which is self-love and wishes fulfilled, and her 10th cup, which is that bliss, that home, happy life with her partner, with her beloved. And right beneath that, I just saw this, is the Queen of Pentacles. So special message if you're an earth sign or your beloved is an earth sign. Beneath that is the Queen of Swords. These two have been coming up. So I'm going to keep pulling because I feel that you need to see this. This is the Queen of Swords. This is an air sign, but this is someone who's communicated. I feel this is someone who's definitely in the past has made herself, has made her partner aware of what she's thinking, what she wants in the physical. And it's because she has come into her power. She is the Empress. She is the Queen of Queens. She withholds all these energies, okay? And it's because she has found this healing, and therefore now she's walking away from this loss, which coincidentally in his space, the Three of Swords is here, that he's also healing from in his mind space, that he is saying that's his loss, that he's identifying it's his loss that he's healing from. Okay, she too is healing from this energy. All right, and she has found clarity that she is either sharing, or that, take this as advice and guidance, you should share. Connect with your beloved's higher self and send him this healing light and clarity. Okay, now let's see, why else is the Five of Wands here? What does this inner struggle have to do with in the beloved feminine's physical space when it comes to possible actions towards her connection and her beloved? What does this Five of Wands have to do with? What does this Five of Wands have to do with? Just one card, please. What does this Five of Wands have to do with? Okay. Let's see. All right. So we have transformation. Okay. So again, she is feeling this transformation coming from her beloved side. Okay. She is feeling this energy. She is receiving this energy. This is the confirmation that there's a transformation, a death of the ego to an extent. There's a transformation of this connection. There's a transformation of this beloved feminine. There's a transformation of this beloved masculine. There's a transformation in this connection, okay, that she has been feeling. And without a doubt, it's coming into fruition. Let me clarify this further. What is the message here with this transformation? For this beloved feminine in her physical space, possible actions. Oh, and there we go. So here's the ending. Here's the beginning. Ace of Wands again. So she's feeling this greatly. She is feeling this transformation of this connection, this rebirth, okay? Because the Death card is about rebirth, about transformation, a metamorphosis of this connection of one another, and this new energetic beginning. Ace of Wands again. Ace of Wands in his heart space towards his feminine. Ace of Wands in her mind space towards her masculine. Ace of Wands in her physical space when it comes to possible actions. So this is, again, divine timing is here. Divine timing is here. And why I love using these cards is because, again, you can see the seasons. This is spring. You see this card? The crown, all the different colors of the chakras. The spark of creation with sunflowers, the sun shining behind it. Okay, so this is that energetic pulse to come together and connect in the physical in the springtime. So this is confirmation for all who are watching, who are receiving this message, that this divine union, okay, will be coming into harmony in the physical on or after the springtime, depending on where you are in your soul path, depending on where you are within your connection. this is also about the divine timing of the upgrade and up-leveling of those connections that are in harmony in the physical. Okay? And I feel that this, again, will happen after after Mercury goes back straight, is no longer in retrograde, which is the beginning of April. I think it's actually March 28th. So we're looking at the beginning of April for this rebirth. Okay? For this rebirth and renewal. Rebirth and re-energized upgrade or renewal of your connection in the physical with your beloved masculine. And because this is within her physical space, I'm gathering to say that this connection, energetic connection, will be explosive. And that for those of you who have been wondering if there will be an energy exchange, there will be, because this is in the physical. So your beloved feminine masculines will be available and willing to open and share of her desires to be with you and connect energetically now that you are emotionally available and open to communicate and share of yourself and your heart and your feelings with her. So there's definitely a lot of growth here on this table. There's a lot of growth here in this connection. Congratulations to this collective that I've channeled today, because you know, the harmony in the physical is literally on the horizon. Now, granted, these are two high vibing energies, okay? They are mirroring one another because they have both done the work. So if you are someone who is still actively doing the work, then your up-leveling of your connection, or your renewal or reconciliation of your connection will happen accordingly, okay? Because divine timing is here. So whatever divine timing is for you within your connection, and for those of you that are in this energy at this time, we are seeing that it will happen at the beginning of April going into June. So there's going to be different waves of divine partnerships coming together, upgrading or reconciling or coming together for the first time. And it's beautiful. And it really is. And it's going to be something truly magical, energetic, overly passionate. Ground yourself, keep doing the work, and understand this. Fear is ego. So if you find yourself, beloved masculine or beloved feminine, doubting yourself or fearing this connection or your emotions, that is ego. Stop, ground yourself, check yourself. Why am I afraid right now? Why am I doubting? And heal. Feel to heal. Heal in that moment, okay? Because this is such a beautiful spread. There's so much work that has gone in here individually, and this upgrade and this connection period is coming to this culmination of beauty and love and unconditional love and passion, obviously, with so many Ace of Wands that have been coming out, so much wand energy. I'm going to go ahead and record a future energies reading for this collective. And I will put the link in the bio. I will put the link below. I will be posting it on Vimeo within the next few days. I'm being guided to do that. So make sure to check back. If this doesn't resonate with you now, come back at the end of March or beginning of April, especially after Mercury retrograde is over, and see what messages you find then that may be relatable to you. Okay? Again, I'm going ahead. I've been guided to do this, and I wasn't sure I was going to do it, and I kind of told my guides that I would record a future connective energies reading depending on what came out, on what they were going to show me. But this is so beautiful that I feel that at this time, for those of you that are feeling disconnected from your connection, from your soul path, from your divine partnership, your divine partnership's path, mission, I feel that you need the extra love and support right now to see you through the last stages of this transformation, the last stages of your transformation, of your beloved's transformation, of the transformation of this connection and its rebirth. So I will be posting this portion of the reading with the current energies today, and with the next few days I will upload to Vimeo the future energies for this collective. So if this resonates with you in any part, in some or whole, then you'll want to see that, because you'll want to receive those additional messages when it comes to your connection and your beloved. Okay. Now, since we've reached the end of this reading, I did promise to do a Whispers of Healing oracle card pull, and this will be from your guardian angel. Okay, what your guardian angel wants you to know right now when it comes to your personal healing. Okay, finding that unconditional love and peace and joy within yourself to be able to pour from, because we can't pour from an empty cup. Okay, so what does your guardian angel want you to know at this time? What is their healing message? What do you need to work on to heal, or what are you successfully healing? What is the healing message from your guardian angel for you at this time? Okay, let's see here. What is the message here for this divine partnership, collective? What does this divine partnership collective need to know at this time when it comes to their healing, their personal healing, and the healing of their connection, right? Just one more shuffle. Okay, please show me. And we have Hidden Blessings, number 26. That's also a number 8. Okay. The number 8 is about abundance. It's a very, I wanted to say, heavy number, because there's a heaviness that comes with it. It could be shadow or light. In this specific message, the healing message here is a hidden blessing. So I'm seeing that whatever heaviness you've been feeling, whether it's been shadow work or light work, love or disconnect, that it has been a hidden blessing for you, for your connection, for your soul path. And you're being reminded here with this crown chakra color, this violet color here, to connect with source and your higher self, to connect with the archangels and the ascended masters, your guides, your guardian angel, and work with them, give them, open up to them what needs to be healed so that they can transform. Look at that, another butterfly, transformation. So they can transform this density that you're feeling, this overwhelming emotions that you've been feeling in either direction, okay, to stabilize those emotions and to find healing there. Now I'm going to read what it says in the book, okay, just because I want you all to receive the full message from your guardian angel, okay. And the message here, hidden blessings, again, number 26. Okay. I just heard March 26th, and I'm also feeling April 26th. If that's a specific date for you or your partner, but that might be a specific message for you. The message that I heard with the date has to do with communication. So for those of you who have not received communication in some time, or haven't received the level of communication that you would want, or or are waiting for a certain message to come in from your beloved, it's going to come in somewhere between March 26th and April 26th. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. I'm going to go as far as saying the 8th. The 8th, because of the number 8. So if it doesn't resonate, March 26th through April 26th, I'm hearing August. Maybe you met in August, you'll meet in August. There'll be a complete metamorphosis of this connection in August. Or there's been a special time you've shared together in August, previous year, or whenever. Take that as that resonates. Okay, so hidden blessings. There is a gift in every adversity. Your love, intentions, prayers, good wishes, and realizations are held in the conscious of the universe. This energy circulates around you and may act as a source of comfort to you. Additionally, it may show up as nourishment, wisdom, and teachings. Sorry about the background noise. Okay. You may draw on this energy whenever you are in need. Again, violet color connecting with the crown chakra. Okay? You may draw on this energy whenever you are in need. I was guided to repeat that. So that's special for one of you, for some of you, most of you. This card brings the important reminder that you are not alone. Whether you need encouragement, support, or wisdom, you can draw on the teachings of others. Adjust yourself through the frequency of their messages. The greatest blessings are the ones that are hidden within you. Your love and your heart will continue to grow until you attain happiness, healing, love, and enlightenment. This card expresses peace, calm, and trust through the color blue. So there's that violet, right? That blue. This signifies a friend showing up in a time of need. Oh my God. Didn't I just tell you guys that this beloved masculine is going to show up at your doorstep? Oh my God. This signifies a friend showing up in a time of need. It could be a friend too, right? Every situation has a gift. Even in the darkest hour, there is a blessing. It may not yet be in your awareness, but it is there. The maiden peers into a scene that is blossoming with a rose. I'm going to try to get it closer. Fairies of all shapes and sizes rush to her aid. Although the card is very dark, there is a light emanating from everything. There is hope, light, and help coming to you from all corners of the world. God, that is so beautiful. That made me a little emotional. This is your guardian angel letting you know that you are always divinely guided and divinely protected, and that all you need to do is to connect from within. Connect with your higher self, connect with your guardian angel, connect with the archangels, connect with your guides, connect with God, connect with Source, the universe. Connect with your beloved. Okay? So this hidden blessing is this journey that you've been on. This hidden blessing is this disconnect that you've been dealing with. Either both of you on a parallel level or within your connection. It's been a hidden blessing. This is your confirmation. You know, they say it all the time. Everything happens for a reason. Yeah, it does. And the reason is because you needed to find this unconditional love and healing and light within yourself so that you can then find it in others. Okay? So I hope that you've enjoyed this reading. Again, I will be posting in the message box below this video the link for the future connective energies, the future energies of this specific collective group. So if this has resonated with you in part or in some, you will want to see that video. I will be posting it to Vimeo, and I will be sharing that link here. I will also share it on my Twitter and Facebook and Instagram account once that video is up. So if you're not following me there, please do so. I'm trying to see, what else do I want to tell you? I am available for personal readings, so if you want more information on your connection, if this resonated with you and you feel that you and I are resonating on a level, then all my links are in the link tree in the bio. Please feel free to schedule your appointment, and all the available readings are at my Etsy shop, which you will also find within the link tree in my bio. Thank you so much for being here and sharing of your light and your love with me now and always. Many, many blessings from my heart to yours.